a future in question, an assisted living center on the cusp of closing.
I'm emotionally devastated. We've invested everything into these people.
Why the state is rejecting their license and what it will mean for residents if it closes.
And claims of harassment and assault. Parents worried about what their kids are dealing with at school.
The students feel like they're not being provided with a safe learning environment.
Tonight, taking their frustration directly to Cherry Creek school leaders.
Well, knock on wood, we are approaching our first normal summer since COVID-19.
That is critical that we have an opportunity to refine, refinish, re-engage.
So what should you do as your kids get ready to put their school books away?
I want them to just enjoy life and each other and their friends on the block.
Tonight, we're going 360, giving parents a guide to solving summer.
We begin tonight with dozens of people just days away from having to find a new place to call home.
Sunny Slope Estate, an assisted living facility in North Glen, tells Denver 7 they're going to have to close next week after learning the state would not renew their license.
Today, Denver 7's CB Cotton talked with the owner, worried about what comes next.
Laughter can make us feel loved, and Brandon Goodwin never wants to leave this embrace.
The love in this place is unconditional.
But he may have to.
It's gonna go on forever, even if we have to separate ways.
The end of Sunny Slope Estate could be near. The assisted living facility in North Glen has been owned and operated by Dennis Quinn and his wife for the past 9 years.
I'm emotionally devastated. I'm scared about where this goes for my wife and I, because this is everything to us.
32 people. Many of them live with various illnesses and conditions. Brandon Goodwin has diabetes and is legally blind. He says he was given a new chance at the facility.
The first day I got here, I felt loved. It was like a family.
We take care of the people who fall through all the cracks. The majority of the people who come to live with us have exhausted all of their options.
Now, Quinn has exhausted his.
We had to apply for a renewal of our license in July, and we did the best we can to provide the state with everything they needed, and we did provide it. However, we were late in getting some paperwork in, and then the state started heaping fines on us. We didn't have the money to pay those fines.
Quinn says the facility is now considered out of compliance, but he says he's hoping the state health department will offer some grace for the challenges they faced last year.
Because of our inability to get staffing and the cost of the operations, my wife and I were working 7 days a week. There's only so much a person can do on their plate.
For now, Quinn has been told Sunny Slope Estate must shut down by May 18th. But he's asked for an extension, and while he's not sure of what the future holds, he and the residents are sure of a few things.
They love living here, and they know that we love them.
This is my house. This is my family. This is where I want to be.
Now, we asked the state health department for more details on why Sunny Slope Estate must close. We're still waiting to hear back. Sunny Slope Estate says they've contacted case managers to assist all of their residents in finding somewhere new to stay. The owners are also reaching out to elected state representatives in hopes to delay or halt this closure. In the newsroom, I'm CB Cotton, Denver 7.
We'll stay on top of that. CB, thanks for your work on that story tonight. Urban camping bans taking center stage tonight in the Metro's 2 biggest communities. We're going to start in Denver. City Council tonight left the chamber when protesters demanding an end to the city's camping ban refused to let public comment end.
We're going to take a recess. We're going to take a recess right now.
You are going to listen to us tonight. You are going to listen to us tonight.
City Council members eventually returned to the chamber and the meeting went on as planned. Now, the ban on urban camping in Denver was not on the agenda tonight. The protest comes as the city marks 10 years since that ban went into place. Now, in Aurora tonight, the city's new camping ban was back on the agenda. City Council approved a contract with a company to clean up campsites after they're shut down. They also passed a resolution requiring the city to store the personal items of those who are moved from those encampments. Aurora says notices have been issued now to remove 6 encampments since the ban went into place last weekend.
A man is in jail tonight accused of killing his aunt, her grandson, and great-grandson. Denver police say Elijah Hood, also known as EJ, is being held on 3 counts of first-degree murder. Hood is accused of killing 65-year-old Denise Hood, 23-year-old Don Allen Jr., and 4-year-old Mackay Pegram Allen inside a northeast Denver apartment 2 weeks ago. All three died from multiple gunshot wounds, and police have not yet announced the motive.
A metro school district grappling with some serious concerns.
Parents in Cherry Creek schools have been coming forward to Denver 7 telling us their children were either sexually harassed or assaulted. They accuse the district of failing to protect children by taking little or no action.
And now they are taking their concerns directly to district leaders. Denver 7's Colette Borderline live in Aurora tonight, where several parents spoke at the board meeting tonight. Colette.
Speaking very passionately at that board meeting, and they say they'll keep coming until the changes that they think are needed within the district happen. Now, some of those parents we spoke with after the meeting wrapped up, one of them believes the district is doing a lot of things right, but wants to make sure kids feel safe going to school so they can focus on their classes. Another parent who was here tonight claims his daughter was sexually assaulted at a school in the district. He came to the meeting to show support for other parents and students in the district, and he'd like to see new policies put into place to deal with these issues rather than what's normally used. Those are no contact contracts, which bar any communication between the students involved in the incident. The district does say that's only one of the tools they use in these situations.
They don't deserve to be fearful of coming to school. You know, I've seen firsthand what it can do to a small child. You know, and as kids mature, you know, they become more aware of their emotions and they're more affected by these things.
Talking to our community about what are we doing right, but what are we doing wrong and how are we fixing it, so that everybody knows that we really do have a safe place to send our kids to school. And that's what I'm counting on the board and district to do, is to be more accountable.
The district says they can't discuss any specific student cases, but we have also had parents complain about communication surrounding sexual assault allegations. The district responded to that, saying they're committed to transparency, but will not violate the privacy of students and potentially re-traumatize victims by sending out alerts to entire school communities when such allegations surface. Now, they also added tonight that they take any allegations of sexual harassment or assault very seriously, and they work with families to make sure students are protected. Plus, they say any investigations related to those incidents are done by board policies and legal standards. Live tonight, Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
Colette, thank you very much. Alarms sounded at Suncor today when a fire broke out in the refinery's gasoline making unit. Suncor says no workers were hurt. It has notified the Department of Health and Environment. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
And new tonight, a bill aimed at holding towing companies accountable is just a signature away from becoming law in Colorado. Contact Denver 7 has reported extensively on what many call predatory towing practices. Well, this new bill would crack down on non-consensual towing, and it bans towing for things like expired plates. We asked the governor's office if he plans on signing it. He said he will review that bill once it gets to his desk. Mother's Day in the rear view, summer vacation now in sight.
Such a wonderful time for my kids to just get to do things that they love.
After the break, we're taking you 360, helping you find ways to keep your kids busy and your mind at ease.
Just 70s in Denver today, but there's a 90 coming up later this week.
And the Avs try to shut the door on the Predators in Nashville.